Hi there everyone, welcome to Win-Loss Record, the series where we're still playing 3 Max C. Okay, so Max C has now been semi-limited. It is still in this deck. These duels were before Max C got semi-limited, but we are going to be continuing with our Red Dragon Archfiend playthrough here. Last week we managed to get a 5-0 sweep in the duels, and hopefully we can do the same thing today. But yeah, we are playing with 3 Max C still, and it has now been hit on the ban list, so next week it will be a little bit more different. Okay, so first duel, we start with Crimson Gaia, which is obviously an immediate searcher to be able to get hold of our Soul Resonator, which thankfully doesn't get impermed or anything like that, so it allows us to do some plays. Red Rising Dragon comes out and Crimson Resonator summons out our other 2 Resonators. This allows us to bring out our Red Lotus King Fire Crime, and Bastille Despater, Red Dragon Archfiend, all of the usual stuff that you saw last week. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, and then we can bring back our Vision Resonator to our hand. We're going to play the Vision Resonator just in case they decide to pop it. That will get us another search, which is always nice, because we can always bring it back next turn. Alright, we're going to call by his Bastille Lubalion straight away, and then immediately just stop his second play, his Malady of Awakening Dragon, and he just scoops from there. So, really quick duel to start it off. We get another win, taking us to 6-0 for Red Dragon Archfiend. Let's see what we can do here. We are going second this time. We do have the Crimson Gaia in our hand, and we've got a little bit going on, but our Max C does unfortunately get called by the grave, and we are playing against Drytron. So, Drytron is a scary deck. It can do a lot of good stuff, and it always worries me when I see Drytron, because it's just one of them strategies that you know can do some insane stuff when you can't do anything to stop it. So he stopped our Max C. We would have been getting a lot of draws from Max C, but he does stop it. And we don't have anything else to try and interrupt him at all, so we just got to let this play out. We do have the Resonator Call in hand. It means that we can do a little bit in our turn. We draw into an Ash Blossom, which would have been nice during his turn, but hey-ho, that's how it goes. Crimson Gaia comes out. We're going to search for the Fiendish Golem, and our Soul Resonator gets negated and destroyed straight away, and that leaves us with nada. Absolutely nothing that we can do. Used our normal summon for the turn. So we're going to flip over the Fiendish Golem here in order to get rid of... We're just trying to survive the turn here. That's all we're trying to do. Just make sure that we can get to another turn in the game. It doesn't look good, admittedly. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to, but we've got no interruptions, no more interruptions to go. I'm just hoping that he can't get game on board here. But as soon as he starts summoning out that, I kind of realised that, yeah, we got a big boy coming in, and 4,000 attack, plus the rest of it is all going to take us out. So we take our first loss with Red Dragon Archfiend for the month, taking us to 6-1 in the standings, which, yeah, kind of sucks. Okay, we're going first again this time now. So, immediately, we are going to Resonator Call. Grab ourselves a Soul Resonator. I used the Resonator Call to start with because I just wanted to like bait an Ash Blossom or something like that. But we're going to go Red Rising Dragon as usual and start making our way through our plays. Bringing out the Red Lotus King Fire Crime, going into the Scar Dragon Archfiend. That allows us to search for the Crimson Gaia using Vision Resonator. Grab our Fiendish Golem, and then Bastille Despater can come out along with a Red Dragon Archfiend and a Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. Okay, we can bring the Vision Resonator back to our hand now, and then we can banish off our Red Rising Dragon in order to get into a Bane by bringing it back with Despater. And then that allows us to summon a Scar Dragon Archfiend, which is just an extra little body that's on the field. Alright, we're up against Cyberdark here, and we're going to protect ourselves from the Harpy's destruction. And we're going to get dropleted, unfortunately. So our Bastille Dispatter is now not able to do a negate or a pop or anything like that. But we're hoping that the sheer size of our board can potentially just stand up to what they've got going on. So Cyber Dragon here is a little bit scary. Cyber Dragon can still do some stuff. Certainly can, and you've only got to watch what this guy is doing to know that he can still do some stuff. He goes into a Sky Striker engine as well, but we are going to imperm that just to make sure that he's not going too far into that engine. It's not going to matter too much because he can just link off for a Zeke and then start banishing some and stealing my cards. It's gradually picking apart this board bit by bit. I feel like he did have a really good draw. You know, he had the droplet in hand straight away to be able to negate some stuff. But this is just really good play from the opponent. Really good work. Goes into his fusion with 4,000 attack. And then he can just start attacking over us. That pops us without actually going into battle. And he's got multiple attacks on his 4K monster. So, it was unfortunate, but really well played by the opponent, and that one is a great line that he took to be able to get over the line there. Okay, so our opponent has chosen to go second on this one, and we draw 3 Resonator Calls, which, you know, not ideal. But it is a 1-card combo. It's a 1-card combo starter, so we're going to take the Max C challenge here. Because I figured, well, let's see what we can do. Let's just go for it. So we're going to the Red Rising Dragon, taking on the challenge. Bring back the Crimson Resonator. We're going to summon out the Vision and the Synchron Resonator. Scar Dragon Archfiend comes out, then Bastille Dispatter. We get the Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, summon out the Red Dragon Archfiend and search for our Crimson Gaia. Crimson Gaia then searches for the Red Zone. Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss can come out then. And we set 3 and pass. So we gave him a lot of draws there, so let's see what he can do with it. So he's going to add a Synchron Tuner, so we are playing against sort of the Synchron lines. I get Ash Blossom because we were trying to get our own Max C going. He's going to Harpies us, which kind of sucks, but it's absolutely fine. We're going to negate his Junk Synchron, and he just quits there. I refuse to believe that he had nothing else in his hand that he couldn't do there, but he just gives up right there and then. So that takes us to 7-2 with 1 duel left for the week. And we're going first with access to Soul Resonator immediately. So let's go for it. Soul Resonator, bringing out the Bone Archfiend. Bone Archfiend is going to reduce the level of the Soul Resonator. Bring out the Red Rising Dragon. You've seen it all before, but it is effective. Red Lotus King Firecrime as well is going to come out. We can grab the Crimson Gaia. Crimson Gaia is going to get played, but we're not going to activate it just yet. Going to the Red Dragon Archfiend. Crimson Gaia then searches for the Fiendish Golem. We can go into the Archfiend Abyss and bring back our Vision Resonator to our hands, summoning it out. And we can do our plays of our Obsessive Overloop as well, bringing back the Scar Dragon Archfiend, going into the Bane. Bane is going to tribute off the Red Lotus King Firecrime. Bring back the Scar Dragon Archfiend. That puts our Red Rain at a little bit more power. It puts it live, basically. We're allowed to actually use it. And we are playing here against Icejade, which, is a deck that I don't know anything about, to be honest. I know that I didn't really, because my combo had taken a little while to get through, and then during the opponent's turn I've got things that I can activate and stuff like that, so I'm running low on time immediately into the opponent's combo, so I'm not able to really read what his cards are doing in this, and I start trying to race against time to be able to do what I want to do. Bone Archfiend comes back. We're going to Absolute Power Force to bring our Scar Dragon Archfiend up in power. That's going to give it piercing so we can attack through with that. But we're not able to do anything about the other face down. because it is too strong for us. So we get our attack like permanently like reduced at the reduced for the turn at that point, which really sucks. We're going to negate his trap, but it doesn't negate his graveyard effect, which his graveyard effect is really powerful as well with the ice barrier. But we do get to take out his when he attacks into it because we stopped him from reducing our attack. But once again, our attack gets reduced again, and he goes into the game. I can never pronounce his name. But he's got lots that he can still go through. And Icejade apparently is a very strong deck. Who would have known it? I didn't know. But we've got all of our synchros out here, so I'm not looking too bad here. We're going to try and banish his monster, and he forces him to use his negate. We're going to turn him face down, defense, start attacking over things. He summons back a monster, which brings back a card to his hand. And I forget that we are going to be like reduced in attack points whenever he does anything. And unfortunately, we run out of time. There's a time limit loss on that one. We were fighting against the time limit the entire time, and we did lose. So that takes us to 7-3 for the week. And next week, we will be taking out a Max C, and hopefully we can still get some success to maybe beat Black Wings that got 15-5 last month. So if you're excited for that, please do subscribe. I'll see you next time.